Hi, my name is Fletcher Wimbush. I'm the CEO of Discover, a performance hiring software platform. This is a common issue I hear clients and folks talk about. They're using all the job boards, but they're not getting any candidates. Today, we're going to tackle some of the key strategies and techniques that you can use to 5, 10, or 50x the number of candidates and quality of candidates you're getting from the traditional job board method of posting ads. Last year, we worked with an in-home remodel company. They were trickling in candidates, 2, 3, 4, 5 candidates a month. I mean, a minuscule number of candidates were coming through their paid job advertising efforts and their job boards that they were leveraging. By following a number of these techniques, we were able to 50 to 100x the volume of candidates they're getting for the same amount of investment that they were using before. So it was a series of small tweaks, optimizing job titles. For example, they use a job title design consultant. It's not a commonly searched title. We switched that to outside sales, in-home sales, professional sales. So we use a series of titles that are more commonly searched for folks looking for sales careers, right? Redisperse their marketing budget into better advertising platforms. So Indeed and ZipRecruiter, as opposed to Monster, Career Builder, Craigslist, these other channels that were legacy platforms that used to be good job boards, but nowadays produce really a meager, minuscule, and poor quality of candidate. We remove barriers like screener questions or redirecting them from the job boards to a career site or to an application page. We made it easy for people to apply. Ultimately, had to make a more compelling argument in our job advertisements. They were using boring old job descriptions, explaining to people the list of responsibilities, duties, and requirements. Instead, we transformed those into a compelling message that told a story about career growth, the company culture, the mission, and what's in it for them, the compensation opportunities for a successful salesperson. All of that combined these small tweaks that took really just a matter of a couple of weeks to get down. We saw significant results going from literally 5 to 150 applicants in a 30-day period without doing a whole lot else different. How did we do this? What was the solution? Well, we followed the trick to leveraging job boards method. That is titles that are findable, removing the barriers, investing in job ads, creating compelling advertisements that actually get your ideal candidate engaged. So let's break that down. If you're interested, you can download that guide. There's a link below, our ebook and guide and the steps to doing that. But I'll break that down for you in the video. You can do this yourself on a sheet of paper. But first off, if the title that you're using to describe your job is something that's obscure, that nobody necessarily looks for, think about reframing what you call that position. Just like in the example with our design consultants, switching that to sales or outside sales, professional sales, making those tweaks, or even using multiple ads so I can titles so that I can capture people who are looking for slightly different versions of a similar type of role, really helps you make your jobs more findable. Investing in advertising platforms. So first of all, the first thing you gotta know is where are the 2 best places to market your jobs. Number 1 is Indeed. By far, it's the dominant platform out there today. And you can't just leverage their free posting. So if you're using an applicant tracking system or an HRS system and you're relying on your technology to push your jobs out there, you're probably going to get a minimal result in return. So you've actually got to go to the job boards themselves and post them. And this is where you got to make sure your technology is not getting in the way. If you post a paid advertisement, you got to be able to easily capture those people in your applicant tracking system. So the second job board you're going to invest in is ZipRecruiter. Use their premium job slots. I avoid their boosted posts or any of their other products. We've tested these products thoroughly over the last 10 years, and hands down, the premium job slots are the best ROI that you're going to get, and the paid sponsored Indeed ads are going to be really the best ROI you're going to have. They're going to be more expensive. You're going to spend anywhere between $300 to $500 a month on those for Indeed, and then in ZipRecruiter, they have varying different price points, somewhere between $250 to $350 per premium job slot, depending on how many you buy. And if you buy a lot, you can get that price down into like the $50 per job ad. So you need to make the investment. Do not just rely on the free postings being pushed from your applicant tracking system. The third part here, removing barriers. So I see this common mistake all the time. There's two big mistakes employers make, right? When posting ads, they post an ad and they have a number of screener questions because they want to lessen the time that it takes to read through resumes. Here's a tip. Bad candidates are going to apply to your job ads. That's just a fact of life. You just need to spend a little bit of time reviewing those resumes. You have to have a platform, a tool, an applicant tracking system ideally, such as Discover, that makes it really easy to process those candidates. But at the end of the day, high quality candidates don't want to jump through a bunch of hoops. Unless you're marketing a job for NASA or something that's so compelling, you're going to have a hard time getting these people to do that. So I want to remove the screener questions, and I definitely want to remove the number of steps it takes to get a resume from a candidate. So the second biggest mistake I see besides screener questions people are doing is they have an ad on Indeed, they're sponsoring it, they're spending good money, they're spending $5, $10, $20 per applicant that they're getting from that platform, and they're paying that per click, but when somebody clicks on that ad, it's redirecting them to their website, and it may not even redirect them directly to an application that the candidate still may have to take a few more additional clicks, and then they're filling out a long, lengthy, annoying job application in order to just submit their resume. This is definitely going to kill the chances that you're going to get enough applicants or more applicants into your pool. So you want to remove those two barriers. And lastly, but probably most importantly, we want to write compelling job advertisements. If you are posting job descriptions, hoping that somebody's going to come along and read that boring, dry list of demands and requirements and expectations and think that that's going to make them interested in applying to your job, you are wrong. Stop now. Instead, we want to create a compelling argument for why this job is going to help them grow their careers, why the culture of your organization is engaging and a place that is somewhere where an A player wants to work. So I need to be able to tell the story and describe that culture in vivid details. And ultimately, I got to explain the compensation path. Is this a type of job that's going to allow them to level up their standard of living, or is it going to cause them to take a step back? So in my ads, I want to address those three C's, the career growth, culture, and compensation. And that should paint a vivid picture, day in the life of working in your company in this role, and really what that does for the individual as well as for the organization. So if you follow this trick to leveraging job boards, you will see an immediate impact in the volume and the quality of candidates that you're getting. If you want to learn more about this, we have the guide to writing winning job advertisements, where we cover the trick method and a whole lot more. So click below, download that guide, study that, start implementing some of these techniques. Even if you just implement a couple of them, you will begin to see an immediate impact in the volume and quality of candidates. If this was interesting, if you got something out of it, we take a deeper dive on many of these subjects that we talked about today in our future videos. Hit subscribe, like, share us on Facebook and LinkedIn if you're watching us here, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.